Hey you, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tina and my aim is to improve your drawings just like others have done for me when I just started out. Some time ago someone asked me to make another tutorial on a blurry background, so that's what I'm doing today. This background is the only thing that you'll see in this video, but if you look closely you can already see what the subject for next week's tutorial will be. So if you are interested in that or just curious, stick around here and click that subscribe button so you don't miss next week's video. You can even hit the bell icon to get a notification when I upload a new video. And while you're there, maybe hit the like already. Now on to this one. The blurry background we are going to create is a forest scene, but one lit by the golden hour, so a very orangey toned blurry forest scene. Since it's blurry, we are not going to use pencils here, just soft pastel sticks and a trusty soft tool by Pastel to blend the colors together. By now you've seen me lay down my base colors for the underlayer already and you see me blend them out. There aren't going to be much layers on top of this, only the necessary layers of lighter colored bubbles, or at least that's what I'll call them, to create that bokeh effect of light shining through the trees and bush. I simply typed in bokeh forest scene to get an idea of what I wanted to create here and added this to the cutout of the bear photo I made using my digital drawing program. You don't need to do this of course, but I always like to see upfront if what I will create looks good and matches each other before I get started. The cutout of the bear is one from a photo I took myself and sent out in February's newsletter, so all of you lucky newsletter subscribers can follow right along with this one next week. If you're not a newsletter subscriber already, I'm sorry that you missed out on this reference photo, but you can make sure to get all of the future ones by clicking the link in the description below to subscribe now. This way you will get 4 reference pictures each month that I have taken myself to use as references for your own work. All I have done so far and will do for this background is look at the reference that I made and follow the shapes and colors I saw on it to mimic a similar feel onto my drawing paper. When you are creating really bright highlights from a bright light source shining through, you can best build up the layers by going from dark to light, like the one you see on the right hand lower corner for example. I started off with the brown underlayer there, then added some orange circles on top of that to create that bokeh light effect. After that I went in with a yellow color on top, but made sure that the edge of that orange was still visible, be it slightly. And the last layer you will see me add on there later is pure white. Again, making sure that you still see the edges of the colors that I put there first. The result won't be bright white though, because of the blending with the layers beneath, but it will look like bright light is shining through there. The key to creating a background like this is to make sure that you don't add plain colored filled circles on top of your background. Otherwise it will look like they're just balls on top of the background, instead of circles that are part of the background. You can see that in all of the circles you can see the layers beneath them around the edges and even through the center of the circles. This makes them blend in with the background instead of looking like something that isn't part of it. Also make sure to overlap some circles with each other like the ones you see on the left hand side. This is what bokeh looks like, circles of light shining through the lens. If you were to place them all next to each other and not overlap some of them, it would look very off. Just Google search bokeh background and you will see what I mean. You will only find pictures of many circles overlapping. That's part of what makes it so beautiful. To me, it almost gives a magical feeling to a photo or painting. And the beauty with a bokeh background is that you don't need to exactly follow your reference to make it look good or natural, since every background is different with light hitting differently. So experiment a little with this and make something that looks beautiful or magical to you. I will see you again next week to get in our main subject, and until then, have fun creating something that you love.